Hello everyone, it's your boy Minato here, and today we're going to be taking a look at, of course, STR Videl. Now, she just came out on the global version of Dokkan Battle, by the time this video is out, I mean, she'll already have been out on the game. But yeah, let's go ahead and basically take a look at her at 55% in the dupe system. Now, this video has a lot that goes along with her. Just show her I do have a level 5 attack on her. And then, these are her link levels, not link level 10 or anything like that. The reason I haven't link leveled her is because I actually... Well, the issue with Videl, just straight up, is this right here, her lack of category teams. So because of that, I don't end up really using her too often, unfortunately. But, she is still very good. We're first running her here, of course, on the Earthlings team. Just a little warm-up team to see what she can do. The Earthlings team is a 150% leader skill. And yeah, let's basically go ahead. We're going to have her linked here with Tech Krillin. So with Tech Krillin, it does seem like she does share, I believe, Courage and Fierce Battle. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. She is getting 30% support from Tech Krillin. And right here, she actually does have 117k defense, which is pretty solid for 150% leader skill. So... essentially what this Videl does is she starts off right there with a 1.9 mil attack stat. Now you may be thinking that's kind of that's not really that great, but in the first or second slot she actually does perform a double super attack guaranteed. So right there she basically did almost a 4 million attack stat, 55% on a 150% lead. You also have to keep in mind that she benefits from having attacks basically attack her first. So when she's in the first slot, of course, she can get an additional 58% attack if she has received an attack during the turn. Along with that, she could also become super effective against all types if she does evade attack. Now, I'm sure many people know that Videl actually does have a 50% chance to evade all enemy attacks, including super attacks, as the first attacker in the turn before she attacks. So essentially what happens is she has a high chance of evading before attacking. So any attack in the first slot before she attacks herself, she could evade that. And if she does, she will become super effective. If she doesn't, she gets the extra 58% attack and defense. Your sweet spot you want to hit with her is you want to obviously get both of those, so she gets not only the extra 58% attack and defense, but she does get also the super effective against all types. Now, when she is able to get the super effective against all types active, that's where she really starts becoming insane. Because on top of all that, she does actually stack attack on her super attack effect, and she raises a defense for one turn. So you saw that 112k defense that we had last turn, essentially, that's going to actually be raised by a total of 60%. So basically she's going to be around a good 180k defense after she finished super attacking, which is pretty good. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know that's a really powerful ability right here. Her defense or anything, nothing's like that's going to change, but the only thing that's going to change is she's going to do a lot more output on this turn. The reason being is because there's actually an attack in front of her, so no matter what, she's either going to become super effective against all types, or she'll get a much higher attack stat specifically, and right there she dodged. So this is going to be a 2.1 million attack stat, super effective against all types. So essentially, if you consider the 1.5 multiplier on that, that would be basically what is that, a 3 million attack stat. So basically she did 2 3 mil attack stats right here because she guaranteed double supers, and then she's super effective. So obviously, as you can tell, even at 55%, this Videl is absolutely a monster. I would say if we consider all the recent TURs that released this year at 55%, Videl's higher than a few I would consider them at 100% in the dupe system. Because the fact that she doubles supers, just no matter what, is actually just a stupid ability. And along with that, I'm gonna try and not kill Gogeta this turn, so hopefully get one more turn. I want to get this next turn essentially with Chance. So it's gonna be her, Tenshinhan, and then Krillin. I believe, again, they don't really share too many other links. I don't think she shares too many other links with Tien right here. Actually, no, I think she might share one more link if I take a look. So with Tien, she does share Courage. She also shares Cold Judgment as well. So Cold Judgment is obviously a defensive link. So she's going to get a lot of defense if we have her with Tien. So we're probably going to link her with Tien instead of Tech Krillin, because They give the same links, courage, and fierce battle, but Tien also gives her cold judgment, and along with that, she'll be getting an extra 50% defense from support from that Tien. So that Tien and this Videl is actually a pretty good rotation, all things considered, because that Tien support type unit is still pretty solid. You know, he gives them, and he also gives Majin Buu Saga category allies support buff for 30% attack, and again, as I stated, 50% defense. So right here, she's looking pretty solid. 160k defense. She is flooded with support, obviously, but I would say these two are really good support units. This is a rotation you could even run on the Majin Buu Saga category team. And keep in mind again, Krillin is a 150% leader. So at 55%, this Videl, like she does actually absurd numbers. But the reason why I'm not like really as high on her as other people is because, again, she does have the disadvantage where she's only on these 4 teams. And, you know, we're running around the Earthling category here, but no one's going to run the Earthlings category. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. No one's going to run the Earthlings category. So yeah, 2.6 million. Super effective against all types. And then she'll do another one that's what, 2.8 million? Yeah, 2.7 million. So yeah, once she starts stacking that attack over and over, she gets really good. Now there's something additional to her that we're not seeing on this team specifically. Her attack stat right there shoots up to 3.7 mil, by the way. You can tell on the bottom right there on her icon. So yeah, I mean, if she got that attack as well being super effective, that would be 3.2, basically 3.7 million attack stats, super effective against all types. I'm sure you guys don't need me to tell you that's pretty absurd. But I'll actually continue on the next point. Basically, her active skill and everything like that, and her unit super attack. We'll see that in the next team. And yeah, that's basically it for here. Let's move on to the next team. Alright, and we are back here on the Majin Buu Saga category team, and we're basically running this team build right here. So an important rare unit with this Videl would be this Android 18, which I'm going to flow over on this rotation. But here really shows one of the issues with Videl, and that's key. Videl does have an issue with actually getting some super attack sometimes, because the only key links that she has, if we take a look here at Videl specifically, I'm actually, oh no, I know we showed her key issues, but I'm going to actually use this so we can make sure we actually get a super attack with her and see her attack, because that's obviously important. If you notice that she also does get a unit super attack. So first, focusing on the key, however, she does have 2 key links actually, I believe. Actually, no, she has a couple of key links, 4 key links, but they're not key links you're gonna really see too often. Courage, money, champion strength, and then battlefield diva. You might see the first 2 sometimes. Like for example with the STR18, champion strength you're not really gonna see. Battlefield diva you'll see on the Peppy Gals team. But she can struggle with key, especially if you're trying to run her on the Majin Buu Saga category team. Her defense right here is 140k with just Fierce Battle active. So actually she has Fierce Battle and I believe Cold Judgment with Tag Ultimate Gohan. So they share 2 links together. The issue will be key for the first few turns, that's for sure. But after that, you know, when Ultimate Gohan starts getting his key stacks and everything, he'll be good. So almost a 2 million attack stat right here. Now keep in mind, Videl, when she gets her unit super attack active, it could be used when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman. It has to be a Gohan Great Saiyaman specifically. Basically, she actually, instead of raising attack normally, she greatly raises attack. She also greatly lowers defense as well on top of that. But that's not really anything too special. So right there again, we basically saw the same attack stat, but she has no support this time on rotation, while as the last team we did have, I believe, Tech Krillin with her throughout the whole actual Earthlings run. So on this team, she'll basically be doing a lot more damage, obviously, on the 170% leader. And we're actually going to see her next turn with STR Android 18, which is what I really wanted to show, because her and the STR Android 18 actually are pretty decent together. The reason why is because I'm sure many people at this point have used STR Android 18 at her easiest specifically, but she actually is able to, if I go ahead and bring her up, when there's a Goten, Trunks on the team, or I believe it's a Goten, Trunks, or Krillin on the team. Let me bring this up just so I can make sure. There's the 18. So what does she give again? Yeah, so when there's Trunks, Goten, or Krillin on the team, she gives all allies Key 3 and attacking defense plus 30%. And they do share, again, 2 key links, Battlefield Diva, and I believe that is also... what's the second one? Money, 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 and Battlefield Diva. So right here, she's going to have 4 links active, which will be Money, 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 Battlefield Diva, Cold Judgment, and First Battle. Her defensive stat right here is 164k, so keep in mind again, in the first or second slot, she will be able to double super attack. She also has this active skill. Now, right here, we're going to use the active skill since I'm not really going to use it. I don't believe in the rest of the battle. Actually, let me turn this off right here. So essentially, so we can see the active skill itself. But what this active skill does is basically it makes her go from her short hair form, from her long hair form to her short hair form. Not really form, she just cuts her hair basically. She gets an additional 20% attack, but she does lose 20% defense. I don't know why they really gave her that defensive debuff, because I feel like the thing that Videl wants more is defense rather than attack. And it's a pretty substantial debuff. She went down by 30k defense, which, especially if you consider her double raising her defense on super attack, that could end up being a lot bigger because it's an active skill debuff. So let's go ahead and see what attacks that she'll actually hit right here. Again, she'll have the same links active. She doesn't change links or anything like that, but keep in mind her defense is going to be lower. But I just want to at least show this in the video off one time, just so you know, like if you're at the end of the event, like for example this one, I'm basically almost at the end of the event here, so might as well use this active skill, especially since it's a Dokkan event. It's fine to use it, especially if you're sure you're going to kill the boss, but I wouldn't really recommend using it. But again, right there, if you look, especially with the support and rotation, she got a much higher attack stat compared to usual. So basically that's what, 6 million attack stat or 5.8 million attack stat. And if she was able to be in the slot 1, that would be crazy. So yeah, I mean, this Videl is pretty powerful, you know, offensive wise, once you get her active skill. I just don't feel like activating her active skill is really worth it. We're going to see one more rotation with her next turn, since, you know, the key is not really the greatest here, so I thought we were going to kill this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So next turn we're going to have the LR Saiyaman 1 and 2 EZA, which is not out on global yet. Well, it'd be a nice thing to show them with her, because they also help this Videl with one of her problems. Like I said earlier, I feel like key is one of her issues. Since they get 4 key to super class allies, that would be great. And I believe with this 18, they do share a link or 2 if I go ahead and try to bring up their unit. Actually, they might not even share any links. I don't think they share any links, really thinking about it. So they'll be there for the defensive buff. Basically, they do give this Videl, I would say, I believe 60% defense on their EZA. No, 50% defense is what they give on their EZA. Oh, well, okay, we almost actually killed them right there. Hopefully we'll be able to put Videl in the first line. They're attacking in the first slot. Perfect. So maybe we'll see what Videl could do when they're actually attacking her. So actually they do share a link. This would be Infighter, I believe, correct? This is Infighter. No, that might be that can't be Champion Strength. That has to be Infighter. So Infighter will give him extra attack. I believe Infighter would give him 15% attack, which is a decent, substantial buff. But I'd much rather have the other 2 links active. Well, she doesn't really share any attack links with 18, so we'll keep it like this. We'll get that extra attack and see how high her attack is able to get, since she was able to stack her attack a few times. Her defense is 120k, which is very low, because you have to also consider she did lose the Cold Judgment link from Tech Ultimate Gohan, which is a huge thing. So she dodged and she got attack right here. So she's going to be super effective against all types. This is basically her best offensive rotation in a while. Yeah, 4.2 million super effective against all types. And she double supers. Keep in mind, this is a 55% showcase, by the way. This is not 100%. My Videl is 55% in the dupe system. Level 5 links. I think that's pretty impressive if you just look at her numbers alone. So yeah, she's looking very impressive in this video, obviously. I mean, no doubt the teams are built around here, so she's gonna look very good. And that's the point of the showcase, obviously. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next team. We're actually it's gonna be the same team. No, we're gonna move on to another team, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do 2 difficult event runs, and then we'll probably call it a video there after I do those. So we'll be right back. Alright, and we are here on the Peppy Gal / Defenders of Justice team, Videl's own category team. So this is basically a team where it's completely built around her, just filled to the brim with support units. And one thing to keep in mind of this, STR18 actually does not support on this team because unfortunately there's no Goten, Krillin, or Trunks. But she's still a pretty solid linking partner for her. Again, sharing key and sharing the, I believe it's 2 key links, correct? If we take a look here, she shares money, which is key 2 and defense 20%, which is pretty good. And Battlefield Diva is key 3 and at level 10, of course. And then she gets up to a 5% chance to evade attacks, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's just go ahead and just solve Videl right here. Let's see what attacks that she is going to hit specifically. What's her defense again? 135k is pretty solid for sure. And I clicked on a character. So yeah, let's go ahead and just watch Videl demolish things, because when you're using Videl, this is basically what you're kind of going to be doing in this situation. You're going to be watching her demolish everything and just absolutely destroy it all. Now this actual rotation, we got pretty bad luck, because again, one of the things about Videl is if you really want to get her looking strong, you have to have her in the first slot, and there has to be attacks before she attacks herself. So unfortunately, that's not really like in this first phase. In the first phase of a Dokkan event, you're not necessarily going to get that, which is the unfortunate thing. We also do have a friend Videl right here. So this friend Videl is actually at 55. Is actually has 1 dupe in the dupe system. Now again, Videl's links are she's not really gonna link on this other rotation with anyone, but if you look here, she's still gonna do pretty good damage, especially since she's getting what, like a total of 65% attack and defense support on the rotation right here. She's still gonna do almost over 4 million attacks that without even being any of the attacks that she wants to get. And keep in mind, on the first super attack, she does still greatly stack attack. Now, on her second super attack, she actually only normally raises attack. The reason for that is because, obviously, super attack units, as you saw right there, don't get the unit super attack twice. This is actually really good. We're going to see here, she actually does link with the same man right here with Fierce Battle at the very least. So, unfortunately, I wish we could have gone in the other rotation, but that's fine. Almost for the sake of like just showcase, I want to do this, but I'm just going to do this because this is how you're really going to run the team anyways. You're going to have this Videl in the first slot. In terms of like Dokkan events and in like longer content, I feel like you're also going to have her in the first slot for the most part, because you're just going to have her kill anything. So this is actually again the great combo you can get right there. Dodge 1 attack and then get hits. So it's 2.7 million, super effective against all types. GM is not leaving this, yeah, and 3 mil after that. You can see she very consistently is doing like above 2 million attack stats, and that's not even considering if she gets attacked or if she's super effective or not. Like that adds a lot of damage to her as well. So right here, this is going to be pretty solid rotation for her in terms of actually getting all this attack. Fortunately, we're not going to get any links with her. Let's see, what she does without any links, just right here again. She's getting the same amount of support as last turn. However, now she did get 2 stacks of attack so far. And along with that, she's able to dodge and, get that attack hits. So this is a 1 dupe Videl right here. Yeah, 3.7 million. Oh, there's no dodge. You're annoying. 4 million here. Yeah, once you get her really stacked up, she's actually absurd, because she, like in long events, she's going to be doing like double 8 million attack stats, super effective against all types. It's like going to be very hard for units to keep up with that level of damage. And right here, you have to keep in mind, after she super attacks, she's easily over 220k defense. Like, especially in these teams like this, it's no question. It's absurd how like good this Videl is once you build a team around her. But again, I do not want that to be taken away from her actual downsides. And the downside with Videl is you have to build a team around her. And this very specific team, as you see, we've been using a lot of the same units all across these teams. With other units, you're more flexible with the other units you can run. Say like the GT Super Saiyans, for example. You could be a lot more flexible. You don't need a very specific setup for the GT Super Saiyans to look good. This Videl you do. And the fact that she's only on 4 category teams really does, again, hurt her in my opinion. But that doesn't mean she's not a great unit. I still think she's a top 10 TUR, easily. Like, no matter what, at the very least. No way you could argue her like under like... I would say for her, me personally, she might be like 4, 5, or 6. It depends. I have to really think about the list. I think 4 is where I might be content with her. I like the GT Super Saiyans and Super Vegeta better, but I think she's right there good at the 4, because you can't deny she's just an unstoppable force. People used her to clear the God of Destruction event, all 12 of the stages. I'm sure people used her to clear the legendary Vegeta event itself, which he's AGL on Master of the Lowers defense. I'm sure you could use her to beat that event still, because of how absurd she is. So yeah, we're going to move on to a Super Battle Road stage, and then we're going to do the God event, and I think that's where we call it. Alright, and here we are in Majin Buu Saga Extreme Super Battle Road. We have Videl, we have Android 18, unit super attack, 145k defense. Let's see what happens here. Let's just go all the way out on this Goku and see if we could possibly take care of him. There's no items active. I used an Usher last turn, obviously you can see it. No items active. Let's see what she does. No items in the stage. Now she is getting 30% support and 18% support from this Goten. 75k is definitely a decent amount of damage, that's for sure. Let's see how much she takes after she super attacks. So again, 2.5 mil. That super effective doesn't really matter right here, because she's already super effective against this Goku. I think it adds a little more damage, because they're both super class, so she would do a little more damage than usual. I mean, double digits, type advantage is not bad. Let's see what she tanks here. Yeah, under 100k, still, even with type advantage, I feel like that's pretty solid for 55%. Now, given she does have some support here, but I mean, Majin Buu Saga nowadays has plenty of great support units, so I'm not really surprised. You shouldn't really be surprised yourself as well that, you know, I'm going to be running support units on this Majin Buu Saga team. I mean, I feel like that's a given, right? Am I crazy? Let's go ahead and just take out this Goku, I feel like, and then let's see. Maybe with Majin Vegeta, it'll be good for me as well. I could seal Majin Vegeta, so we won't have to worry about a super attack, but we could see how much she'll take on normals, which is gonna be more important, because obviously we know Videl is, if she doesn't dodge a type neutral super attack, she'll take a hefty amount of damage. I mean, not many units can take a type neutral super attack like that, so I don't think it's really worthwhile showing it. Type advantage super attack is definitely something that we could see, though. I'm fine with seeing that as well. Like right here, even Super Vegeta is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, look at that, 120k defense. Now Seimon's actually going to be fine. People don't really know what their easy does, but they're pretty good defensively, especially after they super attack, so they'll be fine here. They'd also triple super if they want to, I guess. So yeah, that's a double defense race for them. Pretty good. I love the Seimon unit a lot. They're so good for these teams of patching up some of these teams. Like Videl's team itself is a perfect example for it. So yeah, let's see here. So we do have only one support right here. We don't have Videl's active, but again, we're not going to use it. We're actually going to, we might as well fuse with Vegeta. Why not? Let's just fuse with them. I actually should have done the skip for the super attack. That's unfortunate. I should have skipped it, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and see. Korea Super Vegeta da. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah. Yosha! Look at him! Look at my boy, Vegito. We eating today, and again, he's not gonna super attack obviously, because well, he can't super attack in the first place. Videl might kill him. The good thing is that she's not gonna be super effective, so she might not kill him possibly, but she might kill him. We'll see, because he did stack attack twice. He does have the supports. So yeah, 2 million, so basically 4 million attack stat overall. Like for 55%, I'll gladly take that. That's pretty good. Basically 4.2 million to be exact, because she does stack her attack. She did kill him. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, a lot of the times you're going to be seeing that end screen where Videl's just wiping her hands. Job well done. It's all done. We're going to show her that next rotation, and I feel like that's probably a good place to end it. Oh, this is perfect. We're going to use another Usher right here. We're going to hopefully, actually, we're going to just super attack all the type disadvantage that we have. I'll have you attack Gotenks, sure, and then you don't really, you can't get a super attack even if you want it. Let's spread the damage too. I want to see, I wonder if she can, I don't think she can kill Tag Ultimate Gohan. What was I going to think? I wonder if we all focus on Piccolo. I feel like we can kill Piccolo. I think we can kill Piccolo if we focus down on him, to be completely honest. Especially if we get crits and stuff. I mean, we have to get lucky with Videl, obviously. But Videl does so much damage, so I don't know. I mean, Gotenks is taking a hefty amount of damage too. If we attacked Piccolo right here, I feel like we could have definitely killed Piccolo next turn. Bam. So we're gonna link her again this time with the Saiyan because he actually does share an attack link with them, and they do give her defense. So okay, let's see her defensive stat without the Saiyan. It was 151k, and then with 18, it shoots up to 160k. So it's not that big of a difference. I think for a super battle road setting though, I would prefer this because the 18, the Saiyan is really good, dude. I guess let's go ahead and attack. Let's attack Gotenks. I think we can do a hefty amount of 2 Gotenks, and just in case, we'll seal him with the Saiyan at the end so that they can't super hurt. Hopefully we get the dodge, the hits, and then the dodge maybe. Dodge? No dodge, unfortunately, that sucks. But that's 34k at 55% type neutral before super. I think that's good. I think that's passable. We do have a shit ton of support in this rotation though. Keep that in mind. But after she supers, yeah, no damage whatsoever. I think she passed. For me personally, I think she looks great here. She did a fantastic job. She's doing a lot of damage. She's being a lot of defense. Like this rotation right here is a very, very strong rotation. Yeah, like we just destroyed this Gotenks. How much would this 18 take? She got a double super. 100k. This 18 is really good too once she gets her super sacks. Like Jesus. Oh my god, that's awesome. Alright, I think that's enough showing from here. Let's get this last Saiyan super attack in. And let's move on to a God of Destruction event. We'll be right back, I guess. Alright, here we are in the God of Destruction event against the third enemy, Moscow. Let's go ahead and do this right here. So we're going to actually give you this. Now, this is the friend Videl. She is at 69% of the dupe system. But I feel like, it's fine to show this rotation off specifically. Of course, the focus for most of the video is for my own 55% Videl. Now, this Saiyan right here, they're pretty strong defensively. And I'm getting their 18 key super attack because, 1, they can't seal in this event anyways. And 2, they do raise all allies attack by 30% for 2 turns. Or super class allies, I believe, specifically. So they're going to let Videl right here hit a lot harder. Especially considering Moscow is not really attacking in the first slot. The great thing about this event is that Videl doesn't have to worry about getting one of her hits at all because she will always be type advantage. Look at the damage she's doing. Like this guy, this Moscow right here, he's no slouch when it comes to like the amount of HP he has. So Videl already did almost a health bar without even really like worrying too much about it, to be completely honest right here. Now I'm gonna have her linked with you for now. I guess that's probably the move. Let's see what happens here. What was my Videl's defense at? 142k. So we would like her to get hit at least once is probably the hope. We want to see her get this done. So again, Videl can dodge before she actually supers. Bam, right there. And bam, that is actually a decent amount of damage for those two to take. But we're alive. 100% we're alive. We are good to go here. Yeah, 3 million attack stat. Very, very good. And then watch her just get this double super. Bam. It's so good. And then the thing is that as the event goes on and on, she's gonna stack more and more attacks. She's gonna do more and more damage, as you see with the second super attack right there. And then with all the supports floating around with type advantage most of the time, it's gonna be pretty good. This guy also stacks attack himself, so he's gonna start, doing a little more damage each turn as well. Especially if he gets additionals. This guy gets more attack as he attacks. So, although this is more like a team that really builds up, it's strong enough to take in the God of Destruction event because they all support Videl and each other. And along with that, in this God of Destruction event, you're free to use items as you please. So I don't really see a problem doing this. Like right here, bam, I'm just going to use you. Why not? Is there an issue with that? No, there's not. I'm going to keep you here because, the 18 actually doesn't support. So there's not really a reason to necessarily flow her off. Well, it's the same ending, second it with the other Videl. And also he'll still be supporting her right here. So bam, you dodged. Bam, you're gonna take a decent amount of damage actually. Yeah, even with the item for sure. I would say the same I wanted to are probably the weak spot here. I want to see how much damage Videl takes after she super attacks from this Moscow. Again, I've seen posts of people beating all 12 stages of the God of Destruction event with this Videl. I don't know specifically Moscow's boss that a lot of people do have struggle beating. Because his AoE super attack is very, very, very oppressive, I guess you could say. His 12 key super attack is very oppressive, because it just attacks all your units on rotation. So you can't bring units that like, except for units like Videl, you can't, most of the time you can't really bring units that do actually get benefit from super attacking first. Now right here we're going to be pretty fine. We will most likely survive. I don't think we're going to die at all, that's for sure. We'll be fine. And if we die, it's whatever. I mean, I kind of want to see what Videl does here. Yeah, 2.7 million. Again, she hasn't even gotten attacked yet, so that's pretty good with her double super. So yeah, I mean, basically from here, it's just kind of, you just see her stacking and stacking, going on and on. There's not really much else to say or see from her at this point. I mean, throughout the whole video, we kind of showed what she's doing. She's taking double digits right here in the God of Destruction event, which, you know, what more could you really ask for? Double digits from normals. I think that's pretty good. Either way, you're always going to take damage from super attacks, so you can't really be shocked like, oh my god, she took 150k from a super attack. Like, well, even then, that's impressive in this event, to be fair. Like, how much will she take here? She's not going to be able to dodge. 87k, huh? We're dead here. But 87k is pretty good. I would say with no items, 87k is pretty solid. So, I mean, if I got luckier here, or if I, you know, actually decided to run a better team build, which there's definitely a better team build I could run. This, again, a team really just built around her to see what she does specifically in this event. I think she passed with flying colors overall this whole video. Let me know what you guys think of this STR Videl, if you're actually going to summon for her or not. I do wish you guys luck if you do end up summoning for this Videl, or if you have already at this point, let me know what you guys got on her banner. I would say, again, overall, her issue will always be links and teams, and that will always hold her back for me. Even though she looks so damn good, she has so much high defense, she has like obliterating attack, I guess is the best word I can come to my mind at the moment. I never use her. Like, outside of this video, this is like the first time I've actually went out of my way to use her, or actually felt like a need to use her since really she came out, and that's unfortunate. I do wish that they give her more teams, or give me more of a reason to use Videl compared to other units like the DT Super Saiyans, or like STR Super Vegeta, you know, even the units like Tech Ultimate Gohan. It's just a shame, and I do hope they do continue buffing this Videl so that she can really get, I would say, she could really get the use that she deserves as a unit with her design. But let me know again what you guys think. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.